Hello, anyone? Anyone there? This is Melbourne calling the rest of the world. Hello? No audio.
No. Say hello to Michael and Lily in Ireland.
Is there any sound now? Hang on.
We're hearing you loud and clear in England. All right. Hello, Michael and Lily
Oh,
in
good.
Ireland.
There be sound. Is that yes? Is that good? Yes. Hopefully. Right, what happened was my fat fingers again. They get me in trouble all the time. I dropped a car and it hit the one thing in this entire room that it shouldn't have hit, the USB connector in the computer, and everything just went haywire. So, well, thank you for all the feedback. At least I know to scribble that out.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the dreads. You told me to.
Yeah. Oh, did I? Oh, Jason Himpson from Norwich. I just got to move this cable. I'm scared to. What?
Well, I'm not live anymore.
Oh, well, disconnect and reconnect.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's this? Jason Himpson from Norfolk, Norwich. In fact, that is where I used to live. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff in here.
Slate.
This is nice.
I'm scared to say people's names now in case I'm really wrong.
Right, we got 1, 2, 3 individual envelopes. And what do we got here? We've got a couple of military patches, brand new ones.
Get rid of him.
Oh, yeah.
That's that one again.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I don't quite know how to do this either. Now, what do we got here? I've got a couple of military patches from Jason Himpson. We've got this one here that says Ready Bentwaters. Now, Bentwaters is I think, can't be sure, but I think it's a US base in England. Someone will correct me on that if I'm wrong. And here is a second patch. It's Return to the Sty. I think that's the... What is that? I know that Australians call the F-111 the Pig. I don't know what aircraft that is. Could it possibly be an A-10? I'm not sure. Do they call the A-10s pigs in another part of the world? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's a couple of interesting things there. There's a letter with it. Let me read the letter quickly. Let's have a look. Jason Himpson from Norwich. Julie and I used to live near Norwich. We used to shop there regularly every weekend.
And I used to live at Salhouse Road, number 50.
Oh, yeah. And Julie,
Salhouse
Road. That's right. I forgot that. Before I met Julie, when she was a little girl, wasn't it? You lived there. Yeah. And we ended up living there. It's weird how things work out, isn't it? Anyway, dear Marty, having watched your channel since the early days, I've really enjoyed seeing the huge variety of models. I thought you'd appreciate a few more for your ever-growing collection. Though not Matchboxes, I thought they may be of interest to you. Okay. We've got AA vans, a Mini. Somebody asked about a Mini. The other ones I've bought to rebuild but thought you might want to give them a go. The two patches, I help out at Bentwaters Cold War Museum in Suffolk. Oh, okay. In 2016, we managed to obtain one of 2 A10 airframes in the UK. I said that, didn't I? A10. To commemorate this, we designed and had limited numbers made of these patches. Oh, okay. Ready Bentwaters is a patch based on the Ready Thunder, made when the F4 Phantom was being replaced by the A10 in 1978. The other celebrates, of course, A10 the Warthog. I remember it now. Returning back to Bentwaters since they left with the base's closure in 93. So it was an American, it was a US base, and it closed in 1993. That's interesting. Hope you enjoy the gifts from good old Norfolk. Regards, Jason.
Man, do you remember Brighton Hill and Blackwood Road?
Yes. P.S. Please do not read this out.
You.
That's why we don't do things live. Sorry. Okay, too late now. We'll delete that later. Well, I'll delete the whole video and start again.
You're an idiot. You didn't say PS on the bottom.
Yeah, PS. People, if you write me a letter and you don't want me to say it, put it at the beginning, don't read this. Oh, God. That's funny. Okay, let's have a look here. Oh, this is a beautiful little model. Orange tinted windows.
Are these the Norwich one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, do you
It's
remember,
Hot Wheels. What?
Sorry, do you remember Brighton Hill and Blackwood Road Basingstoke?
I do remember Brighton Hill, yes.
Okay, well, Phillips from there.
Oh, okay.
Are we safe in Australia? No, we're just like everybody else. We're not even going out anymore at the moment.
So a nice little model that. It looks brand new and it feels good. And it's a nice looking car, isn't it? Brilliant. Moving on. Oh, that's all they have in there.
So you need a bid. Did you spit?
Did I spit? No. Did I? I hope I didn't spit.
Shall I get you a normal bid you use?
There's two in this package. Oh, nice. Look at these. AA vans.
Oh, they're nice.
The Automobile Association. We don't have that over here. We got the RAC, but it's actually called the RACV, meaning Victoria. Look at this one here. Somebody's had a bash at painting this one, and I reckon this would come up great. It sort of reminds me, my brother-in-law used to work for the AA. He's retired now, of course. And it was really handy because our car broke down once, and I gave him a ring, and he signed me up. And then the next day, we were able to get a tow like 200 miles back to home again. And it was just on like a sort of a kind of a receipt. You know, we didn't even have the paperwork. It was just a receipt that we'd paid him cash to become members. What's this say here? Look, it says...
Oh, hang on. You didn't read PS at the bottom properly.
It says AA services. That's strange. I don't know what that's in the back for, but it was in the back there. I wonder what they had in there, if they had any like accessories, like a toolbox or a traffic cone or something. Nice little model. It's a dinky. And this one here is a generic one with absolutely nothing. Doesn't say on the bottom what it is. So it's a no-name brand.
I just want to put me in again because it's all about me.
Okay.
Chris Skelton put, you can hear my Norfolk accent. I'm actually a Geordie. I was born in Alnwick.
Last one. Oh, how many have we done now? A few. Not really. Oh, nearly done it again.
Hello, Lily and Michael in Ireland.
Right, now this one here is Julie would like this one, a Nestle's chocolate van.
Oh, I would.
And this is old, dinky
Can I
toy.
eat it?
No, you can't eat it. It's not a chocolate van. It's made of metal. Austin, dinky toy, Austin van. And the one wheel is inside and the other one here fell off when I opened it up. Now, there's an older guy on the internet I've seen who does these dinky toys, and he leaves the base exactly like that. He doesn't do the bases. I forget what his name is, but he does a really good job. And he's got a very sort of slow paced videos that are very relaxing to watch. This is a nice little van, and I quite like it. In fact, bits falling everywhere.
That's what he said.
I mustn't lose those bits.
You got a case of the dropsies, man. I think you did.
I have. Now, this one here is a Hillman Imp.
And Chris, you didn't offend me.
No, it isn't. It's a Triumph Herald. They must have looked a little bit like the Hillman Imp. The reason I remember Hillman Imp is because I was hit with one as a kid. and went over the roof and landed on the road behind it. And I'm just looking at myself. There's a scar just there where I went back to school and I had this like massive scab down there, and I was so proud to show it off. It was like, hey, look at me, I'm indestructible, you know. But that isn't a Hill and Imp. So,
Did you mention Bob Willis off the other channel?
Bob. No, it wasn't Bob Willis. It's the older guy, the English guy with a very posh face, very posh voice. I haven't seen his face. I imagine it's would be posh.
With a posh face.
Yeah, well, he does these. You know. Oh. That just fell off. Oh, and I haven't even had a drink yet. Can you believe it?
It's 11 o'clock. You've had a drink. Don't lie.
Oh, dear. So, yeah, keep all those bits together so they don't go missing, because they'd be really, really good. And I do love the patches too. So thank you very much for that. Moving on, because I don't want to bore you. I know. Sorry, I should apologise, by the way, for the breaking transmission before. I hope it didn't. It gave you a chance to go and get a refill of your mug of coffee anyway, didn't it? It was Kevin.
Your whiskey. That's why he did it. He went for whiskey.
It was Kevin. He kicked the bloody lead out, didn't he? Oh, rascal. You wait till I catch him. All right. There's another one that's pretty heavy. Julie's.
That's it. Hide. Somebody hide.
Yes, that was it. Somebody hide. That's the guy.
With the posh face. With the eyes.
Right. Who's this one from? This one is from Scale Finishes in Salt Lake City. UT, which is what? Utah. I bet it's not, but it probably is, isn't it? So this sounds interesting. There's a letter, and it's all packed in newspaper here. What?
Sorry.
Oh, so all sorts of stuff in here. This looks exciting.
Martin
What?
and Farek.
Yeah.
She wants you to open her parcel.
Oh.
Where is it?
Sorry. Who?
And Furek.
And you're gonna have to look through here.
Yeah, give it and I'll find it.
And see, go grab it if we've received it.
We would have received it. It was sent in December. Oh my God.
Okay, we'll work from the back.
Yeah, no.
And go to the front. Oh, what's this one here? No need to read this letter on camera. Ha ha! See, that's the way to do it. Oh dear. So this is from Jamestown. Jamestown Croon, his name is, a fellow hobbyist, he says. He likes the channel. Since I was young, I've been a car modeler, but as I've matured, my taste expanded. I use real automotive paints that I mix by hand to obtain all the authentic colours. For all the hours of entertainment you've given my wife and I, we decided to send you a selection of my products to try. While watching your unboxing videos, you have mentioned several colours that you would like to have. So I have included some colours that should be useful in your upcoming projects. You have also inspired me to take up a new hobby, refurbishing old mini Tonka trucks, where I acquired this die-cast limo. Oh, okay. I have no plans to work on it, so I wanted to send it to you as well. I know you can do something great with it. Jamestown Croon from Utah in the US. Let's have a look then. There's all sorts of stuff in here, and it's one of these exciting packages where you're just looking at it and you know you're in for a treat, because we've got some micro masking tape, which will certainly come in handy. And it's in different thicknesses. This one is 1 millimeter, and believe it or not, I don't know how they manufacture this stuff, but this here is 0.5 millimeters, which would be really handy if you wanted to do some pinstriping on a vehicle. You could mask it off. You could paint the color of the pinstripe first, then mask it off with that 0.5 millimeter tape, couldn't you? And then put the top coat on, and you'd have a beautiful pinstripe, which would be impossible to paint by hand. There's also a number of vehicles in here, I think. Or no, Feel like pots of paint, actually. I'm going to tip them all out. Oh, right, they're all individually wrapped, and there is a lot of them. So I'll just pick one at random and open it up. Let's have a look. Okay.
Must be here.
Oh, really?
It's there. Look
What?
there.
Okay, this is Orion Silver, which I'm not familiar with, but I'm sure it's scalefinishes.com. I'll give him a plug. Scalefinishes.com makes his own paints and blends them. So I guess if you need a specific paint, give him a call on the website.
Can I just ask Anne, if you're from Illinois, can you let me know? Because I think this is yours, but there's no surname.
Super Primer pre-thinned. Okay, that's going to need a bit of a shake-up. Super Primer. Oh, yeah, it's coming good. Hey, grey primer. So can I use these in pre-thinned? Oh, yeah, spray at 20 to 30 psi, which is handy to know. Oh, that's what it says on this one here too, 20 to 30 psi. That's excellent.
No, Simon, we're not receiving any more parcels because nobody's sending them anymore.
Semi-gloss black. Anyway, I won't bore you. I'm going through them, but there's a lot here. Let me see. Oh, that's a nice. Oh, that one's got a ball bearing in it to help mixing it. Caterpillar yellow for the earth movers. So that would be handy. Now let's have a look here. There's a lot. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 14 different colours there. So that is absolutely awesome because paint, as you know, is very expensive, modelling paint. And I was actually worried thinking about this coronavirus. I knew I said I wouldn't mention it, but the actual hobby shop down the road, I thought it might close because it's not essential, but he's hoping he's going to be able to stay open because it could be considered an essential services to help maintain people's mental well-being when they're in the confines of their house. They need hobbies. They need things to amuse themselves. So he's optimistic that he might be able to stay open. But as it was, I went down and bought some primer and some black and white and a couple of other colours.
I did.
Yeah, I did too. And yeah, just so that if it does close, I've got enough to be going on with.
Can I just ask?
Oh, here's some stickers.
Somebody asked. Oh, Red Green wants to know if we've ever seen a real koala. Yes.
Julie's mother lives out in the country. Her name's Joyce. And when we travel to see her, we go through an area called the Brisbane Ranges. And at the moment, it's not too well because I think it's probably been affected by bushfires. But in the past, we have seen kangaroos. I've actually hit a kangaroo once. Did a lot of damage to my car. And yeah, we used to see koalas in the trees as well, but near the road, just chewing away on the gum leaves. Sometimes you see them walking across the road, which is horrible to see because they walk so slow. Not as slow as a sloth, but
Jay.
Sorry, my eyes are itching. Oh.
Jay, I need more information, please. Can you tell me when you sent it or so I can look for it?
Did you hear that, Jay?
Jay,
can you
give me a bit more information?
give her more information? Now, this is the last item that showing from Jameson Croon, and have a look at that. It's a Majorette limousine made in France. Oh, there you go. And it's a beautiful little model. It's
shout out to Joyce.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Shout out to Joyce, yeah. There we go. Very nice model. Got a lot of interior happening there. Obviously, for seating all the people for the wedding party or whatever. An unusual little thing that I've never seen before. It's got a sunroof on it and the old boomerang TV aerial on the back. Ha, brings back some memories.
I need to say something. It's all about you, isn't it?
Go on then, say something.
Well, I just want to answer a couple of these. People are asking.
All right. Well, thank you, Jameston. Now, Julie wishes to make some comments, so I'll throw you over to her.
No, you don't need to do that.
Go
You
on.
need to throw me anyway. Plowbender.
Oh, you wish I
Oh,
could.
Plowbender. We wouldn't have passed over your parcel because me and you, we have a thing, right? So I'll look for it. And then there was somebody else as well. And Anne, Martin's just going to open yours next. And then as Jason, I think, was asking, but I need more information, Jason, so that I can look for it.
How many Jasons are there in the book?
Well, I don't know. You might not be James. I think it might even not be Jason. I can't find it now.
Okay, so is this Anne's?
Yeah.
Shall I move on with this? So, Anne, you made an inquiry before about did I get your parcel? And I must admit, you must have been panicking because this would have come,
9th of December.
9th of December. Last year? Yeah.
Jay. It was Jay. Not Jason.
Oh, Jay. So, Anne, let's have a look. What have we got here?
You didn't go anonymous,
Paul,
did you?
you didn't read that, did you?
What?
Paul taped to open.
Oh, sorry. Bad as you.
Yes. Right. So, these will come in handy.
Oh, Jay. Who's
Marvelous.
I think I found you, Jay.
What do they call these? These look like they are shot glasses, but they're on steroids.
Bradford.
Oh, they're little lids.
Bradford.
Oh, cool. These are little pots with lids. So when I mix up my paint, I can keep them in. Great thinking. Thank you, Anne. Anne, where are you from? How annoying. Hang on a sec. Oh, there's some cars in here too. Oh, what a mess. If only you could see. Anne Rockford from Illinois in the USA. Anne. So we got these handy little pot skin. Somebody mentioned that to me in a post the other day because of my cracked thumb tip that I had that's actually healed up quite well. They said get some new skin, and I didn't know what they were talking about. So this is a liquid bandage with 2.2% antiseptic in it. So I shall keep that handy the next time I split my fingers because that's so painful when you do that. So that's good. There's an assortment of some vehicles in here too that Anne's managed to obtain from somewhere. So I should just fish them out and show you them. So like a motorbike, for example, there. What's
Wait
that?
a minute. Julie's my first best friend from Australia, and you're the second. Now, Jason, he sent me a parcel as well. So I found Jay's.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and now I've got to find Jason.
Oh, you found one.
I found Jay, yeah.
Oh, so people are actually asking.
Yeah. That's good. But,
Excellent.
so I've got to, who did I just say? What am I talking about? Right, I've got to find Jason.
Okay, Anne not only sent me those cups that will come in handy. Wow, look at this. It's a Tootsie. But what a hideous looking car. It's obviously like Bluebird or something. Ah, this is from Illinois. So, oh, no, it's not a Tootsie, sorry. It's a Midge toy. Look at that. Here's another one. Very same, just stamped out, pressed out of a sheet of metal. Midge toy, Rockford, Illinois.
Okay, Jonathan.
That is like the Greyhound bus. If you have a look on the roof, it's got those. You can't quite see; they're very faint. But there you go. It's actually got like sunroofs on it, and it's a double decker. It's like the Greyhound bus that Matchbox produced. So I guess that's what it's supposed to represent. So very basic, but a bit of history there. Here's another one. Oh, how weird! Look at this.
Look at this mess.
It's an ambulance, and they've actually cast the white cross in it on the side, you see, rather than putting a sticker on it. I guess that's what that is. Very, very basic. This one is also a midge toy. So there you go. I'm not familiar with the brand, but obviously there's a lot of history there because these look as old as the hills. So there's those, and there's also a small assortment of 6 Matchbox cars. You've got this. Oh, there's that many. I keep forgetting what they're called. I know I did this one. Somebody out there will know it. It's the Mustang, of course, and it's got the steering mechanism on it for the wheels there, which was pretty unique.
That's next.
Oh, is it? Red tipper, the Ford Corsair without the boot, the thing on the roof, the canoe. I had one of those just before. This is a super fast Matchbox crane, and I think it's meant to have 2 of those on it. It's only got the one, and it looks like the lights are missing also. We've got a nice British racing green racing car, number 3, is it? Yep. And this, it looks like it's all plastic, but I think that the actual frame and the mudguard and the headlight are metal, and the rest of it's plastic. Police motorcycle, which would look really good if it was kind of painted up, detailed. You know, you could go to town on that one, couldn't you? So those are from Anne, and thank you, Anne. And it's funny. I mean, it's great to see that you are watching and that you've actually interacted with us today. And if it wasn't on the table, Julie would have gone and found it and dug it out, especially for you. So that is awesome. Now,
Right, here.
What?
You're going to open that one.
Oh, okay.
And then I've found. Who have I found? I've found Jason.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm thinking that. What number's that one?
Sorry, people, just having a short interlude.
I can't find 195. No.
Oh, it's not in the room.
No.
I suppose there is a chance it might have been opened earlier.
Yeah. Oh, it could have been a book.
Yeah.
Could have been.
A book.
I'll have a look in a minute anyway.
All right. Okay, next today is J. Coda, Bradford, PA. Is that Philadelphia? Hang on. PA. I've got a list up here on the wall. Pennsylvania. Sorry, Jay. Yeah, J. Coda from Pennsylvania. What does it say? A keyless drill chuck. Oh. I'm excited. Feels like Christmas. Oh, it's tough box. Oh, packaging. Okay, what have we got here? A letter and a small thing.
Have you been watching Harley?
I'll just read the letter to see if I'm allowed to read it.
No, Martin hasn't watched Highway Through Hell. It's all right, Jason, I've got it. Yeah.
All right, J. Coda says, greetings from Bradford, Pennsylvania, USA, home of the Zippo lighter, would you believe? Look at the bottom of any one of yours. I don't have a Zippo lighter.
No, we don't.
No. Did I ever have one? I think I bought one, didn't I, for Shane once?
No, you bought one for your brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My mother worked in the art department there for 39 years and is happily retired now. Since you were in the military, there was a good chance she drew the art for any military shields, ships, or planes you may have on a lighter. Pretty neat. I'm sending you this small keyless chuck, thinking you could use it when drilling smaller items. Yeah. I noticed you had tape on your smaller drill bits to allow your drill to grip them. This smaller chuck can hold the bits and then it goes into your drill chuck, which is a fantastic idea. Hope it helps. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Jay. This is going to be a great little addition to my hobby room. and I can see it now. It's going to be worth having. In fact, I've never even thought about getting one. I didn't even know they existed. Look at that.
Could somebody please get rid of total chicken pie soup? Thank you. That would be good.
Total chicken pie soup.
Total chicken pie soup. I don't know what he's just.
Yeah. He's gone, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Deleted. Thank you. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Okay. Handy little thing by the looks. Oh, yes. Look at that there. Perfect. You could grip a needle in that. Oh, you can too. Look, there's absolutely no gap at the end whatsoever. So that is fantastic. I do like that. And thank you very much. That's a great thing to have. I'm going to put it back in the box so it doesn't get lost. That's awesome. And it's a Himnork brand. So that's 2 tools today.
Thank you, Simon.
Fantastic. Keeping all the letters over here. Now, are we still going?
We're on Jason. Jason's.
How long have we been on for? We've been on for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to have to call it quits soon. Let's have a look at this one.
Well,
oh, God, that's heavy.
I, for one, have been enjoying myself.
Oh, what's this? This is heavy. What does it say? What does it contain?
Everyone's asking me to be a moderator, but I don't really know how to do it. So
contains a lot of stuff by the looks of it. Jason Kukulka. Jason Kukulka. Was this a person? Was this by a special request? Was it?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So, Jason, you're watching today now, are you?
Hooray! He just said hooray.
Oh, did he? Where are you, Jason? Oh, yeah. Hey, I can see you. You did. I sent a lot. He said. Okay, my name is Jason Kukulka. Sorry, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I work at the local Harley Davidson.
Jones.
That's what he said.
No, that's what I just said.
He works at the local Harley Davidson dealership. Hot Metal Harley. I came across some old diecasts right up your alley and decided that I would send them to you with some promotional merch from our dealership. Okay. An unregistered PA motorcycle license plate and some promo merch from a local brewery. I've been watching you since you started uploading YouTube. I must say I enjoy your content. The most out of all the channels. Wow. Attention to detail, video quality, etc. Likes the outtakes and the behind the scenes footage. When something goes wrong, you start cussing. Yeah.
Mark
Who
Davis.
doesn't? Huh?
Mark Davis is parcel.
Oh, right. Out of the lot of diecasts I've sent, my favourite is the Mack dump truck. Right. Okay, found some Tootsie Toys Ford truck with the extremely faint orange overspray on the inside in the attic of my house when I moved in. Hopefully you can use, trade, sell, or restore these. I hope you continue to prosper and are able to make many videos in the future. As long as Kevin doesn't interfere, it says. So let's have a look. This is a very heavy box, and I think it's got a load of sort of random stuff in it. Wow. Holy moly. Holy moly. Well packaged. Ooh. You can have fun with this stuff, you know. Or you can do this. Oh, that's so much fun. Thank you for that. Yeah. Right. Oh, wow, there's lots of cars here, all in different state of condition. And they're all bagged up. Like that's full of Tootsies. What is this here? There's like, oh yes, the Mack truck. You like that one? This is a weird thing. It's got like a motor in the back of it where you pull it back and it shoots forwards. A couple of those dog kennel trucks. A few bits missing there, but like the dogs, for example. What is this thing? Oh, they're trailers. A packet of trailers.
What's What's happened?
Oh, I knocked the camera down. That's all. It's no biggie.
Yeah.
You can see this now. Look, there's a bag of stuff from Harley Davidson. There's a Harley Davidson pen, which is pretty cool. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm looking at the camera. I found yours, Mark.
That's not a bad option having that there, is it? It's better than looking at my face. Yeah, I know. There's London Bus, the green one. Fire engine, a blue. I'm not too sure what one that is. Oh, it's not a. Is that not a Matchbox? Oh, it is. I don't know which one this is. Let's have a look. I'll just move that up a little bit because. Oh
my God! It looks like Christmas in this room.
I know. Why has that gone blurred? Oh no.
You've broken it.
No, I don't know. Sorry, people. Oh.
Right, I found Mark. Found you, Mark.
Right, I'm looking at this blue one because I don't know what it is.
Mark, yes, Mark, I found you. You're here.
This is weird because I can't. I can't read it. It's so annoying. A Mercedes Coupe. Look at that in metallic blue. I'm not familiar with it. It definitely says it's a Matchbox, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. A bit of damage on it. Is that a common one or is that a rare one? I'm not sure. I've never seen that. Anyway, not only that, though, he's also sent some larger models. There's 3 of them here. Oh, hang on. Sent me one of his balls from Hot Metal, Harley.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, the larger models here. Look, there's an AA recovery truck, which is a Matchbox Super King. There's a nice looking ambulance, a Speed King. There. It's got those horns. See those horns? They're on so many different. Matchbox must have made millions of those little things because they're on so many different vehicles. You see them all the time. And here's another bag of trailers, various trailers. Oh, that's brilliant, excellent, awesome. Now, getting around to these Harley Davidson pieces of stuff. Let's have a look.
Now, have you crossed these off as you've got them or not?
Yeah.
Oh, because there's a few from.
Now I've crossed them off as I've opened them. Nice bag.
Oh, right, because there's a few here from Mark.
Is there?
Yeah.
What? And they're not have been opened?
No, not according to this
Oh
book.
dear. Well, what is this? Oh, that, if I'm not mistaken, that is a pressure gauge for your motorbike, which is a good idea. Oh, you can't pull that out. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a handy little thing, isn't it? A lot for a keychain. What's this here? Oh, a beer stubby holder, we call them. Stubbies are the small bottles of beer, and these are very popular over here in summer. Where you put your beer in there, and you can hold it. You don't get your hand doesn't go to sleep, and your beer stays cold. That's nice. Iron City Beer. Must be their local brand. This one here is for the bigger bottle by the looks of it, or is it the same? It looks bigger. I think it looks bigger. And this one is same for irons. Maybe it's my imagination. Is it big? I think it's bigger, isn't it? Yeah. Whoa. Oh, well, look at this. There's all sorts of stuff.
Trevor,
Nice.
you weren't anonymous, were you? Oh, hang on. No, that's why.
It's like an unusual challenge coin. Hot Metal Pittsburgh. Quite nice, isn't it? This is what I love about these unboxings. You never know what you're going to get. Oh, here's a challenge coin. Live your legend. I'll have to take that out to look at it because I can't see what. Oh, nice. Look at this on the back.
Oh, did I get away? Did I get a Wayne asking for
Live
a
your... And there on that, so that's what I couldn't make out. It's the Harley Davidson. There's a bloke round here that owns a Harley Davidson. I don't like him very much because we live on the main road, and 3 or 4 times a week he just comes around the corner, waits till there's a break in the traffic, roars off down the road, does a U-turn because he wants to go that way, and then roars back down there. And I just hate the noise of the thing. It just annoys me. Never mind. A noise. A noisy noise. No, I'm starting to waffle again. Oh, here's a rubber key fob in black with Harley Davidson logo on it. Wow. Now, this is pretty cute. A motorcycle plate. Well, this is very similar size to the ones we have over here. But it's just cool because of the colors and the font and everything's different. You know what I mean? It makes it stand out. So I'm going to add that to my license plate collection, which is on the wall of my hobby room there. I don't know what I'm going to do when I fill that wall up. I'll reach a point where I just can't do anymore. Pittsburgh hot metal. I like that too. Dealership must sell that. Put that on. Bit of free advertising on the back of the motorbike. It's nice, isn't it? It's a really nice look.
Oh, where are we?
We got some.
Sorry, excuse me.
Motorcycle petrol tank. Yeah.
Trevor Phillips, I cannot find your parcel. It's not in the book, and he puts everyone in the book. So I'm not sure it got here. And
is this a bandana? Is that a bandana, Julie?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to find yours, Wendy.
That's a bandana, isn't it? What they wear when they take their helmet off and they walk around with their boots on and everything. And hey, dude, how you going? Like that, yeah. Want a game of golf, that sort of thing. Yeah, very, very nice. A lovely assortment there. A heavy parcel. Wow. Just blown away by Hot Metal Harley Davidson in Pittsburgh. Pay them a visit and tell them you saw them on my channel. Because they seem like a nice bunch of blokes. Jason Kukulko is the man you want to touch base with. And shake his hand for me. That would be awesome. God, so much stuff. Now, I'll just have a pause in the proceedings. I don't know what Julie's doing. She's running backwards and forwards down the other end of the house, going through the boxes of parcels. Trevor Phillips, I did send in a parcel, though it contained many cars. Trevor Phillips. She says she couldn't find you. Is that the one? Martin, just don't. LOL. I don't know. Okay. Evening, Marty. Well, Marty, you and Julie have a nice day. I'll see you in your next video. Okay, Nathan. Sorry to see you go. I know it's probably boring, is it? I mean, I think I've had enough myself. It's an hour and a half I've been going. The motorcycles are intentionally loud so people who are not paying attention can hear that the bike is there. It is a safety reason more than the reason to be annoying. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm of the opinion that if you're a good motorcycle rider, you do not need a noisy motorbike to avoid an accident. All right? You just need skills and the ability to predict the traffic and anticipate what's happening. I've been riding motorbikes since I was 16, and I think I'm pretty good at it, but I find it challenging. And every time I get to work and get off the motorbike, I kind of give myself a pat on the back and think I've made it again unscathed, you know. It's certainly a lot different to driving a car, that's for sure. Driving a car, you can just switch off and go to sleep almost. But on a motorbike, as soon as you hit the road, your mind's going at 100%. So, yeah. So, personally, I don't like loud motorbikes. And there is a EPA over here, the Environment Protection Authority. And if your motorbike's too loud, they can actually seize it and take it off the road until you fix it. because they are aware of the problems they cause, especially going through tunnels or in the city, in the middle of the city, when it echoes off the buildings. Oh, it can be a nightmare.
Martin.
Yes.
This one, please. That's from. Oh, I don't even know anymore.
Don't keep giving me any more because I'm going to call it quits.
I know, but they're asking for a Martin. What can you do?
I've got to go to work.
Jonathan, did Jonathan ask me?
I don't know. You're doing your own thing.
Yes, he did. Jonathan, I found yours, Jonathan. I think Jonathan, if you're there, can you tell me if you were asking? Okay, Martin.
Yes.
This.
Julie is back. It says the Great King Boo.
Oh, there's. Hello, Great King Boo. There's
I'm Marty from Barrow in Furness. Oh,
Martin, this is Mark Davies again, one you opened just before. Right, so he has another one. He's also sent you a camera. Right, but just open that one first.
Julie's created a monster.
I haven't. It's people are asking me. You can't let people down. Martin.
Yes. The slave driver of YouTube is never-ending hungry beast that will never be sated.
Okay, now. Martin, stop reading the comments.
Oh,
That's
okay,
my job. You open that puzzle.
Yeah, well, you're not doing a very good job of giving people shout-outs, are you? Who's this one from?
Sorry. That one is from, what number is that?
This one is 184.
184. That is from Jonathan.
Oh, no, it isn't.
No,
it's from Mr.
Mr.
Davis.
Davis again.
Ah, yes, Enderbury Road in London. I do remember the name, Mr. M. Davis.
You just opened one.
Because I remember I said it sounded like a school teacher. Remember a long time ago, Mr. Davis.
I know, but you've just opened one as well.
Oh, okay.
And this one is from.
There's a little tiny.
It's also confusing.
Partial model, eh?
I think this one's from Wendy.
Some more useful little pots with lids, which are a great idea. There's some individually wrapped cars in here. And a letter. I'll just. Oh, what's this here? It's like a card. Well, I open the card first. To Marty and it's a Christmas card. I'll put it up next year, promise. Let's have a look.
Oh, look, I'm just a bit confused about everything.
London bus. To Marty and family, best wishes and belated season's greetings from Mark and family. Thank you, Mark. That's nice. Look at that. It's got a snowy scene of a bus there. I never knew. No, they don't. I thought that was a windscreen wiper up there, but it's not. I was going to say I never knew they had windscreen wipers. Right. Hello, Marty. Oh, December 2019. This has been a long time coming. First belated season greetings for the new year. Trust all is well. Enclosed is a remainder of Leslie models I thought I still had lurking up in the loft. Once again, they are played with as a child, and some seem to have my trademark quick trip through the paint shop with the lights off using a yard brush to paint them. If only we all left them in the boxes untouched. A couple of these I actually bought last year at a bus show whilst exhibiting a vehicle. The Leslie blue coach I've never seen before. Oh. And the Corgi camper van is somewhat better than the wreck I sent you last time. Keep up the good work, as always. Kind regards, Mark. Okay. Yes. They're all individually wrapped again. Oh.
Right, MD.
Old favourite, the dog in the back. Remember that one? Nice little car. I'll get round to doing up multiples of these one day, like I did with the cranes, and give them away.
Oh, dear.
What?
Oh, I just keep asking the parcels. I'm trying to...
Well, you can't, Julie. You can't.
I know.
We can't.
No more after this.
Keep everybody happy. Okay, there's a van, a camper van with no door on the back. It's a Ford. Nice detail in there, though. That's one of the things that you like about these little cars as a kid, isn't it? This one is a Whiz Wheels. It's a Martin Walter Ford Transit caravan, can you believe? Never heard of them. Are you still reading?
I'm trying.
What's this, the dog in the back? What's that about? Oh yeah, the dog in the back of the car. Yeah. Oh yes, the blue bus. Indeed, I have also never seen that before. British European Airways, BEA. Well, that's weird. Oh yeah, it is. It's the BEA. It's BEA coach, made in England by Lesney. I've never seen that before. Is that supposed to be red on the top there? It's quite weird, isn't it? Who's got one of these? Don't be late for work. No, I'll try not to. Now I've got 5 to go.
Three parcels and then that's your lot.
Mr. Davis, the combine harvester. Everyone I've got, I think the wheels are missing off the front, the tyres. I wonder why that is.
Chris Skelpel.
Interesting little feature on this. See this rotating wheel here, it extends out the bottom of the bucket here. And that's so that when you push it along on the carpet, it gives the illusion of it's cutting the corn, you know. A nice little touch for a tiny little model. Makes it that little bit more interesting. So they took the time to do stuff like that, which is always appreciated. Now this is somebody's, probably Mr. Brown's, customization, I'm guessing. On this one here, he's painted or were they like that? I don't know. I'm fairly sure though that they were not painted silver to this degree of detail. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're nice little models. They're simple. They've got a spare tire in the back there behind the cabin, and I think someone's painted those rear tail lights in as well. And this one here is the same but different. You think, oh, it's a rare edition that came out in red, but it's not, because if you turn it under, you can see it was the original green.
Terence, Martin doesn't follow footy.
Nice model.
Sporty.
3 more. Oh no. You know that rare and unseen bus? There's another 2 of them. That's crazy. I have never seen one, and now I've seen 3. Amazing. What a favourite hobby this is. I'll tell you what. Always full of surprises.
I don't know what keeps happening on my computer.
Oh, this is nice. Nice. A really cute early tipper truck with the tailgate intact and actually functions. And there's no damage to it. And that's in like, oh no, it's got a little bit of red painting back there. Painted the tail lights red again to add some details. That is a cute little model.
Do you know someone's worked out what you do for a living, Martin?
Why?
You're a brain surgeon.
How did they work that out? I don't know.
Well, I don't know, because you ain't got a brain.
I've never mentioned it. Now, this could be the duck. Assault vehicle. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I was assumed before and I was wrong. You should never assume. You know that one. Aha. I think I'm right. It is the duck, the beach assault vehicle, or whatever you call it. These came with a spare tire, but it's molded into the metal there, so you can't actually get it off. Quite a lot of detail there on the actual top of it, with the duck boards and the toolkits and stuff. So good. I'm going to put that with my military set. I'm going to do a run of military vehicles when I've got a couple more. Awesome. Thank you so much indeed. That's a fantastic set of unusual and possibly rare original Matchboxes, which is great.
Sorry, I just wanted to look at this.
And these will come in handy, 100%.
It's a picture of Claire.
Oh, really? So what am I opening now, Julie?
Oh, sorry,
One more.
these.
Last one?
No, you got 3.
I can't do
I'm sorry,
three.
you got 3 because they've asked. Do you want me to do them?
Yeah, you do one.
I can't do them. You know I'm focused.
Oh, no. Sorry, people. Normally this would be edited out. And miraculously I would move on. But today is slightly different. Doing it live. And I'm scared it's a bit boring. It got a bit boring already so
They
far.
think you're a Minister of Parliament. You are a Minister of Parliament and a brain surgeon.
Oh.
They found you out.
Yes. So I'm just cleaning up the bench, so to speak.
We want Kevin to do the envelope. He wants the envelope done.
What's the envelope?
That says must be that one. But you've got to do these because they've asked and they're sitting here waiting.
Did you open these?
Julie, open one, it says.
Envelope.
Only if there's chocolate in them, I'll open it.
Okay, this is from Mr. Davis again. Oh no, from England.
Martin, can you say hello from UCSB? I don't know what that means, but
UCSB.
Someone keeps our vote envelope.
I don't, because I don't know what it means.
I know.
Oh, gags. I could do with some gags.
I know you need some new ones.
I forgot. I was going to start this show with one, pretend I wasn't aware the camera was running. Oh, there's a big letter here. Hi, Marty. Happy New Year. Oh, yeah, he sent a Kodak Brownie. Correct. It's in the display cabinet. Have a look at the 3 vehicles I sent you.
University of Santa Barbara.
I enjoy the unboxing videos, especially...
Hey, Dad,
What?
when you hold up packages, just be careful you don't show address.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to.
Oh.
I do enjoy the unboxing videos, especially when you do those quick dad jokes and one-liners at the start. The one you told about the 2 fat guys you're around had me and my work colleagues in stitches. Really?
Why?
Because there was 2 fat guys talking, remember, in the pub. And one of them said, "You're round," and the other one said, "You're a fat bastard," or something.
Your jokes are terrible.
I don't know. Oh, good. He's going to add to my repertoire with a book of hilarious gags and one-liners compiled by the incredibly funny Tim Vine. I remember him. I've seen him. What have I seen him on?
What?
Oh, I know. Not Going Out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that
is.
Yeah. So let's have a look. I'll just pick. Okay, I got home and the phone was ringing. I picked it up and said, "Who's speaking, please?" And a voice said, "You are."
What? Who was that mystery man? That was the editor.
Yeah.
He's the editor.
I said, "I want something that goes ping." He said, "Ping." I said, "You'll do." These are so childish.
Hey, I've got one.
What?
I was just hit by a rental car. It really hurts.
These are rubbish. Well, those 2 were. Right, one more. It's an Australian one. I passed this man playing Dancing Queen on the didgeridoo. I thought that's Aboriginal.
Rad.
Okay, thanks for the book.
No,
What?
no. Can we see the camera guy? No, he's very
No, it's
shy.
the camera guy is camera shy.
Really camera shy.
Right, 2 left.
2 left.
2 left, and then I'll put you out of your misery.
Pubs
But
are
thank
shut
you for
here
sticking
too.
around.
Pubs are shut in Australia.
Yeah, the pubs are shut, so there's not much else to do, is there, other than unbox? So sorry it's drawn on to nearly, it should be a 2-hour video experience, and hopefully it'll be finishing in about 10
Yeah,
minutes.
but everyone, you can go when you want. We'll be fine with that.
Who, me?
No, not
Oh,
you.
what?
Whoever. If it gets too long for people, they can go.
All right, this is from Bill Watson from Forres in the UK. Says, "Hi, Marty, I sent you a Jaguar a couple of months ago. You mentioned that you had a Harrier when you were younger." "Oh, yes. Well, I've had one turn up in a job lot." "No way. This is going to bring back a whole load of memories if it's in this box." "It's a bit tatty, but I'm sure you can work your magic on it. Also included is a Tornado Tonka." "No way. And a few Jaguar cars. If possible, could you do them up and send back the XK120. I'm sure will. So that I've got one of yours in my collection. I would love to do that, Bill. No worries at all. As to what we eat in Scotland, one of our favourites is tablets. Yes, I eat a lot of tablets.
My favourite. I love tablet.
No, you don't. I've included a...
Sorry.
He's included a block in there for you.
I'm having that one.
Stop it!
No, I don't have to stop it.
Oh, what have your fingers been?
Stick a rock.
Stick of forest.
Oh.
Stop it. Get out. There's a stick of forest rock here. And I bet it's got forest written all the way through it, has it? Can't tell. Yes, it has. Although it's all smudged up a bit. It's amazing how they do that, isn't it? Okay, so that's a stick of rock and some fudge that I didn't actually get to show.
You don't even eat fudge. I love tablet. My mum will try and pinch this off me. She loves tablet too because she's a Geordie, but she's not getting it.
Well, Bill, you've made a friend today.
Great King Boo asked me to marry him. So if you've got some money, I will. I could do with a divorce.
Concord. That's the second one of those I've got. These are really good models. In the day, you know, they would have been the best thing ever. So ultra modern, that flaming droopy nose. Faster than a speeding bullet, a bit like Superman they were. Okay, we've got a few cars here. Oh, dearie me. Look at that one. That's rather sad, isn't it? It's a Husky. Didn't really last too well, did it? The paint on that. Here's a Jaguar. This one's a Corgi. And
just bugging, it's fudge. Just letting you know.
Nice car, the Jag. I've never owned one. Often wondered what they'd be like to drive. Oh, these look nice.
Tablet for Joyce. Joyce would love some fudge.
So what's this? A BMW Corgi. Not a lot of detail on the bottom of that. Have a look at that.
That annoyed Mr. Flawed. Please keep it G-rated. We have people under 50 in this. Oh, that's got to be a joke.
I'm sure it is. This one here, I don't know. What is this? It's the Jaguar XK120. Okay. So is that the one he wants back? Yes, it is. All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that one. Much. But, hey, the windscreen could be missing. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look into the windscreen. What's this one? Another sort of cheap one. It's all plasticky Jaguar made in Great Britain, believe it or not. Can you believe that? It's so... Oh, you can't really see. Actually says made in Great Britain. The bottom here. But it's so sort of light and sort of cheap. No. It's not the sort of thing that you'd expect out of England. Obviously, times have changed.
Can we get Joyce trending on Twitter? Mum would get ahead on here, no worries.
I think I've just had a bit of a flashback. This saint, the saint emblem there. I had a vehicle when I was a kid that had that emblem on it, the saint. I don't know if it was this scale or whether my hands were smaller in those days, but it certainly has provoked a thought there in the back of my head as soon as I saw that. So that is a Corgi Junior Jaguar XJS, the Saint version. These are all corgis. A lot of them are corgis. There's another one. It does like his Jaguars.
Like drink or anything?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
What do you want?
Shandy would be good. Oh, there's some really cool things in the bottom here. A couple of oldies or old-looking vehicles. This one's the windscreen's been pushed back, and the steering wheel's missing. This one here is in good condition. Are they the same model? I think they're the same model, but different colours, aren't they? Yeah. And they are Matchbox. 1982. It says, oh, there you go. Two of those. Now, here is the cream of the crop coming up. And oh, wow. I am having flashbacks now. Flashbacks to my childhood. Oh, look at this thing. I actually worked on the Harrier GR5 when I was in the Air Force, the experimental and research unit at Boscombe Down. It was an awesome piece of kit. And you know what? I liked it. I liked working on it because I'm short in stature, and the Jaguars and the Tornadoes are massive aircraft. And I found it difficult to reach the pylons and stuff on the wings, but working on this was a pleasure for me because I could skip around underneath and reach everything without having to get a milk crate to stand on. So this here has a working undercarriage. Maybe this one doesn't work. Let's see. Yes, look at that. So you can do the transition from hover to forward flight. You can see the exhaust there of the engines rotate back. A great detail, like a fantastic idea to make this model and to include that in there. There's also these outriggers because it was very unstable with the narrow undercarriage.
Here's your
Thanks.
shandy.
Oh, shandy, yeah.
Without the beer.
Without the beer, cheers.
We haven't got any beer.
Oh, that's good. So, yeah, this is almost all virtually a complete model. One exhaust missing and the canopy's missing, but not too bad at all. So it's just a great little toy, and I had this as a kid. And, I love the thing. It's probably what Simon helped me join up to the Air Force. There you go. There's the RAF
did you mention Boscombe Down, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why did someone mention it?
Yeah, Boscombe Down, way cool.
Mm.
Yeah, we lived there. Didn't like it.
Yeah, we lived there. Amesbury, there was the local village. So here's another one. It's got an RAF roundel on it, and I don't know what it is. It must be an executive jet or something for taking the Chief of the Air Force around. I've never seen it before. It's a dinky toy made in England, and it says the Hawker Siddeley 125.
Jeffrey, yes, it is.
I've never seen one of these before. It's got undercarriage that works. Nice. This is all complete. Look at it. Does that one come down? Nice. Check that out. It's even got, looks like the cabin door opens here. Look at that. This is a perfect model. Just need some new decals and a respray. And this will look brand new, and I've never seen it before. Never owned one, never held one in my hands, never knew they existed, and never actually saw one in real life either. So quite an unusual model, that one.
Neo, this tastes
blue
straight from
underneath
the bottle.
and camouflaged on the top, although the camouflage is not normally green on blue. So whether somebody's done that, it looks genuine. I'm going to have a look at that online and see if that's supposedly the original paint scheme.
Man, I'm bored with cars.
I know.
About me.
The last one today
Jim Beam and stuff. No, it's not.
this
Because
box.
there's no box.
is the Tornado, which again was one of the aircraft I worked on. The MRCA, this is called, multi-role combat aircraft, that stood for. That's what they were calling it before they called it the Tornado. It was made by combined efforts of many countries in Europe and was a world leading aircraft at one stage. Now, this has got a swing wing function, I think. Again, operated by this. Let's see. Yes. So the wings are swept forward for slow speed, and when it goes supersonic, they swing back. An amazingly advanced aircraft for its time. Now, it looks like the undercarriage on this can come down, but how, I don't know. Unless they are linked, I don't see how you can get them out because they're recessed very far inside the fuselage there. I would have to use a screwdriver to deploy the undercarriage unless there's a secret button somewhere, which I can't see. Right, anyway, unless you push that down. No. Oh, look, they sort of do kind of want to, they kind of do want to come out if you push that down. but not quite. Anyway, something for me to work on, that's for sure. Brilliant. Excellent. Excellent. Love it.
Man,
Love all those.
do you remember getting a box from Kevin's koala cousin?
Kevin's koala cousin. So, it does ring a bell.
Yeah, I can't see it on the list.
Oh, dear. Well, thank you very, very much. Anyway, was it Mark Davis, Julie, or Martin? Mark.
I just want to say that this Jim
Mark
Beam.
Watson.
Sorry. This Jim Beam is with cola. It's mixed. I'm not swigging straight Jim Beam, although I wouldn't mind.
No, Mark Davis. Yeah, it was Mark Davis.
What is?
No, this. Sorry, I'm confused. I've got multiple. Bill Watson. Bill Watson. Thank you very much, Bill. Excellent.
Right,
I've got all these letters here. I keep getting confused now because it's getting bigger than Ben Hur as normal.
They want me to do that last box.
Right, Julie's going to do the last
No,
box.
I'm not, because obviously the owner of the box wants sent it to you, not me. He doesn't want me to do it. Anyway, you've got one last box, and then you've got to go to work, so hurry up.
Yeah, I know. Just checking the time there. Oh, dear. This has been a roller coaster for me with the technical difficulties and, well, the generosity of everybody and all these fantastic things that I've seen in the past and those other things that I've never seen. It's just amazing fun for me. I hope I'm not boring you too much because I do feel it's gone on a little bit too long. But hey, maybe you've only just joined. Maybe you've just woken up. Maybe you've just come on. Just letting you know I've been on for 2 hours. And this is going to be the last box for today. And don't know whether I'm going to do this again. It will depend on the feedback. If people say, oh, it was boring, it didn't flow, there was a lot of breaks, a lot of interruptions, a lot of downtime. That's just the way it is, I'm afraid, when you don't do the editing. You cut out all the bad bits, you know. All right, let's have a look at this. Did that come with this?
Yes, it came with that. Here.
All right. And who is this one from then today? It's from...
Do you ever get the feeling somebody's watching you?
Jonathan Wickett from Camel's Head, Plymouth. Never heard of Camel's Head. That's in Devon. We used to go to Devon when I was a kid. Lovely part of England. Great holiday destination. I'm a little bit envious that you live down there. All right, this has got a very heavy box, got a lot of stuff in it. I'm glad it's the last one, not because I'm not enjoying myself. It's just that I can't dedicate my entire day to this, unfortunately, because I've got other stuff to do. Wow, there is so much stuff in this box. It's just like it's bottomless. There's bags and packaging.
Oh, you should see this room. You should put that camera around this room.
No, it looks shocking.
Looks like a bomb's hit it.
It looks like a bomb's gone off in this room. And actually looks like a paper recycling plant. And plastic bag recycling. Actually, a plastic bag coming out of it.
It says I should be in on all the unboxings. He don't want me here.
Yeah.
He says I take over.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
Show the room.
Yeah.
Do it. Just
That's
like
all right.
Not now.
Just handheld it.
Not just now.
Do it. Just tilt it down and look.
Oh, have a look around here. Everybody wants to have a look. All right. What do we got there?
A mess.
Oh, a mess. Big mess.
And then you're going to go to work and I'm going to have to clean it up.
There's all this stuff over here. There's all this stuff over here. There's this stuff. There's you on the screen. There's more stuff over here.
Oh, yeah, show your cupboards closer there. You might as well
What,
show
up
you.
there? Oh, the
Yeah.
cupboards. You've all seen the cupboards before.
Yep, that is untidy for sure. Someone put. Yeah, it is.
There's the map with all the pins in it. Anyway, there's the 3D printer over there. Anyway, enough of that. You're probably feeling sick. I am watching it spin around in larger font. Hopefully make it easier for you to read. No more glasses going down. I don't like that. That's why it's 2 pages. Jonathan Wickett from Devon. Please find enclosed a few goodies, some die-cast Leslie models and a book. I hope you can use them either for makeovers or spares. I come across your channel a few months ago and have now watched every one of your videos. Wow. Thank you very much.
Someone said I'm getting dizzy.
Oh, I find them informative, nostalgic, and humorous at the same time. I especially like the outtakes. I also think the unboxing videos on a Wednesday are great. They fill the gap between makeovers for us and your avid viewers. I noticed that the UK part of your map is rather full, so I enclosed a larger UK map. Aha! Well, sorry to disappoint you, Jonathan, but I've already got one. This package probably arrived prior to me buying a new map of England, and it's great of you to think of me.
Can I just?
But unfortunately, I've opened it a little bit too late. Yeah?
I'm sorry, I have to keep interrupting when you're in the middle of a sentence.
What?
But that's
Reading the letter, yeah.
Don't be smart. Would you want a Matchbox old royal wedding bus? What is that?
I've got no idea.
Oh.
Sounds very exciting, though. Probably one of their specially produced runs, was it? I don't know. I've never, not familiar with the model, actually. It sounds very interesting.
Things on that.
I noticed the UK map, yeah, enclosed map. Please say hello to Julie. Hello, Julie, from
Hello.
Jonathan Wickett.
Hello, Jonathan Wickett.
And the not often mentioned cameraman, auto cue prompter, your son, maybe. Matthew, his name is. There, I've just blown the gaff on that. Who has to put up with you or your Kevin and on-screen antics? Alrighty. So, here's the map.
James,
Oh.
James, yes, please, he would love one. You've asked about 20 times.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank
Sorry,
you very much.
yes. It would be a fantastic thing to add to the ever-increasing...
Martin's not actually reading them because he's busy talking.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
I am.
Sorry, James, I missed that. Julie's not doing her job properly. She's supposed to make me aware of these things. Let's have a look at the book.
But I get in trouble for interrupting.
Right, I'm having a look at the book first. What's this? Matchbox Toys. Check this out. This looks like it could be a valuable source of information. Matchbox Toy Collectors, aged 3 to 93. Welcome. The colour pictures of all the Matchbox die-cast metal toys brought together in one book. Wow. That sounds amazing. Let me have a look. I'll just open it up. Oh, yes. What a brilliant piece of reference material. Look at this. Can you see? This looks absolutely brilliant. This is great. I love it. It's even got the boxes and information at the back here. The different variants. For example, open steps, no steps, black wheels, orange and white decals. That was for the snowplow, the Scammell Mountaineer snowplow. All different variants. Look, all this information. And, extra here at the back. I thought I felt someone. Are we alone? I felt someone push on the chair then. That's pretty freaky.
Somebody said, right, do you ever feel you're being washed?
No, the hair's on the back of my head.
You haven't got any hair on your head.
Well, the hair on the back. No, this is great. I love this. Look at this. This is just fantastic. I'll be able to go through this and remind myself of which ones I haven't got yet. Brilliant. Love that.
You got that spot off your face the first time, Julie. What does that mean? I've got a spot.
I don't know. Now, where do I start? Stop waffling and start showing stuff. Police launch with 2 coppers in it. One of them with binoculars, looking out to sea for someone who's maybe gone missing.
Someone asked where our diorama is. It's out on display in the lounge room, and I love it. It is
Which
brilliant.
one? Which diorama?
The diorama that
Oh, yeah.
we were sent.
Negro.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's out on display.
This is a common model that many people had as a kid. I, for one, had one. They're so very common. I must have about 4 or 5 of those now. This hideous tractor, I used to think it was awful and totally unrealistic, but it was drawn to my attention that there is actually a tractor that's built exactly like this, and they copied it and made this model of it. And somebody showed me some photos of it, the real thing, and I had to eat my words. This here is a Buccaneer, I think. Right? And this would have been on the HMAS Royal Aircraft Carrier, possibly, because it's got the folding wings to make it go below deck and store neatly away in the hangar during rough seas and that. So that's what I think that is. And it's a Matchbox. Yes, Julie.
No, I'm just, James is saying he could send it. And I've just realised, right, that I keep talking over you and I could be typing. I just realised.
Oh, yeah, you could be too. This here is a Roller-Matic Scout car. And as is often the case, the mechanism for rotating the person in the turret there is not working. One day I'm going to do a special on Roller-Matics. I've said it before, I'll say it again. And I'm going to explore the intricacies of these unusual models. Yes, a couple of more military vehicles for the go into the mix. Now, what have we got here? There's one here that's in the box, in the blister packet. And it is the Fire Buster, the Blaze Buster, it's called. And look at that. That's probably worth something because it's still in the blister pack. Oh, hang on. There we go. It goes like that, look. How's about that? I won't be opening that up, that's for sure, because if I did, I'd get in deep trouble from people that are collect ones that are still unopened and untouched by human hand. So that's a rare find. What else? Oh, look at these. The old crane.
It won't let me talk. It just have to sign in.
Oh, you're not signed in then.
Well, I shouldn't have to be. The whole...
I know. So annoying, isn't it? Sorry to hold up, keep you waiting, people. Some of these packages are very difficult to open because they're like, well, they're well packaged. Sometimes a little bit over the top.
No, I'm sorry, I can't be doing this. I'm just going to have to talk over you.
Yeah.
Because I can't.
You normally do.
You're so rude to me.
Right. Finally dug down through the packaging. Look at this tiny little truck. I thought that went to there with that, but it doesn't. It's an unusual looking trailer. Looks like the tailgate is missing. It looks very old. Possibly the smallest wheels I've ever seen on a Matchbox vehicle. It's definitely by Lesney, England. But tiny little wheels. I wonder what it came with. This is probably of the same era. It's also missing the tipper body off the back there. So all very difficult to repair, those kind of things. Here's another oldie with tiny little wheels. Some kids had a go at painting it yellow. And it looks like some dad has stood on it when he's got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. And he's probably woke the whole house up because it's bent at the front there. This is a nice one. Look at that. This needs absolutely nothing doing to it. It is beautiful. It is the Opal Diplomat. And apart from the underside looking a little bit scuffed, the paint on it is just perfect. And it's even got a complete tow hook on it also there, which is always a good thing. Just a really nice, clean looking model there that I won't be doing anything with. But I should definitely give it a wipe down and stick it in the cupboard as is. There's another one of these. Bugatti, is it? Oh, I forget now. Yes, Bugatti. Number 6 in red. I think I did one in sky blue. So that would be nice. Good to see all the tyres on there. All that one's got a split in it. Well, that's not much use. And in actual fact, I spoke too soon. The spare is missing. Other than that, though, it's in good condition. Now, this is what I could only say looks like a Barbie Jeep. It's pink and a hideous Kermit green underneath. And it's got a V8 engine in it. I don't know if Jeeps came out with V8 engines, do they? And it is, though, it is a Lesney. So The windscreen's missing. That's what's gone. The frame's snapped off. That was common with those. The other standard yellow Jeeps. They often have the windscreen broken off. The famous crane that everyone had. Nice model. One of the classics. A tipper. Can't remember if it's the Scamel. I don't think it is it?
Oh.
Anyway, it's I can't read it because it just says dumper truck on it. That's a little bit distorted. The chassis is a little bit bent on that one, very slightly. And a caravan that someone's customized by giving it a custom paint job. So that's those Matchboxes. There's also these 2 packages here. The last 2 for the day, they all came in the same box.
Oh no, we've got another 3 boxes.
I hope some of you are enjoying seeing these and, you know, the unusual stuff. Oh, check this out. Look. Remember that? I did that. That's my last video I did the other day where Kevin tried to poison me. Whether he did it deliberately or not, I don't know.
I doubt it.
It's good. It's no. The toe hook needs attention. See that? It's damaged or broken, missing. Never mind. If you saw that model I did, you could see that the decals weren't quite right on that model I did because they're supposed to extend down to the bottom of the caravan, but the one I did only had a black pinstripe at the top. Didn't have that bottom panel.
Oh, Plan Bender.
What?
My heart's beating for I'd come for the unboxings, but I'd stay for jewelry. See how nice he is? Why can't you be like that with me?
Julie. I say stuff like that to you all the time.
No, you don't.
About your heart continuously beating. How it annoys me.
I feel that way about your breath.
What?
Keep breathing.
Wow. More Matchbox originals. Fiat with the roof rack missing. Rolls Royce. The Pointer tipper truck with the tailgate missing. This is a nice one, a 2-toner. I might do this one actually. It's it's rotten underneath. Look.
Hello, Aaron.
It's rotted. I don't know what it is, but it looks nice. A real old colour scheme there, lovely. There's another caravan that someone's modified. They glued it. A cement truck. This was the first model I ever did. One of these. I bought it off a guy on eBay. It could have been anywhere from the world, but when I made inquiries, he lived just around the corner from me. So I was destined to get into this hobby, I think.
It says somebody said that I need to get a mic. Does that mean that no one can hear me? Because I'm thinking they probably can.
I think they can hear you. Can you hear Julie? Scissors, please. Where are they?
No, here's a knife. Here, catch.
Oh, there's a knife here.
Now you two get along. We don't get along. We've been married too long.
What is it? Oh, shit.
Someone said send Marty some mouthwash. No, I didn't mean he had bad breath. I meant that I just wanted him to stop breathing
Momentarily.
for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
What is this here? There's so many cars in this package. Well, this is the last package today. And it's a beauty. What a way to go. What a way to finish.
Show the two-tone again. Did you do it? What's two-tone?
The two-tone, this one. Is that the two-toner?
If people want to see that.
Okay, here we go. It's I don't know what it is.
I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear it.
I can't read what it says on the bottom because it's a bit of corrosion and scuffing. And the front's rotted. But a nice looking model. You know what's unusual about that? It's those hubcaps on the wheels with the grey tyres. It's just something about it. It looks really, really cool.
Where's Morty? Where's the cat? Where is Morty?
Where is the cat? I don't know.
I don't know.
So 3 more here. Cement truck. Little cement truck, little tiny breakdown truck, which is a cutie.
Oh, what?
The Scamel tank transporter, which is great because the other one I did up, I actually posted it back to England to the person that gave it to me so they could have it for Christmas. I don't know if it got there in time. And I sent it with the tank. So I'm going to do another one of these to replace it, put it back in my collection. So that's great. And the very last thing today.
Can I interrupt? Sorry.
Yes.
Terrace Blue, I was not offended. If my
Nah.
breast was too high, then it was too high and I didn't know. But thank you for letting me know. Thank you.
Right, the very last package today contains something that is a great thing to end on, really. It's in the box. It's the 1918 Crosley RAF tender. And there it is there. So what a great little model of yesteryear that is. I do love all those models of yesteryear. I don't know why. I do know that my father had an ashtray when I was a boy, and it had a Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost on it, I think it was. And that may be why I'm drawn to these old vehicles. I don't know. Anyway, a great way to end. That was all from Jonathan Wickett. Extremely generous, massive package full of all sorts of stuff, which was really fun to see. So,
Good.
Jonathan from
Great.
Devon in the UK, thank you very much.
James Tynan, can I just tell you, go and find the bus if you know where it is, please, because I'm sick of reading the same sentence. Thank you.
Where is it? Go and find what bus?
I don't know, but he said it a million times, so I'm just thinking he should go find it.
Who is it?
James Tynan or something.
Which bus?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about, but he keeps saying the same thing.
Yeah. Oh. Well, thank you all for your input today. It's been fun having you here. I'll let you know a little secret. We actually cleaned up before we started this morning because it felt like we were having friends over. But if you could see the place now, you realise we wasted our time.
Yeah, but you've got to say that it's always clean, eh?
Yeah, it is always clean anyway, but we went the extra yard, actually used the duster and some
No,
polish.
that's not true. I actually washed the windows.
Oh, yes, Julie washed the windows.
Not that you're going to see.
No, not that you're going to see. So once again, thank you everybody for joining in, leaving comments, commenting, and for sending me all this stuff that I've been able to share with you today.
Sorry again. James was asking about the wedding bus. He was the one about
The wedding bus, yes.
Right.
Yes.
But he kept asking the same question, and I thought he was.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, James.
Yes. So I'm going to have to go now. Me and Julie are going to say goodbye, are we?
No, I want to stay.
Do you want to stay?
I've had a drink. I want to stay.
No, you can't stay. We're going to be cut off now.
I've got to clean up.
So, sorry to say this. If you were enjoying it, I've got other things to do today. It was a great idea. I don't know whether it worked. Please comment on my channel. Send me an email. Let me know what you think. Should I do it again?
And
or was
if
it
you
a
want
total
me-
catastrophe?
And if you want me out of the way, I'll keep out of the way. Marty wants me out of the way.
So until next time, this is Marty and Julie saying thanks for watching and goodbye.
Goodbye.